You know, ever since Sony announced the PlayStation 4 back at that press conference on February 21st, 2013, I kind of wanted to do my own speculation video where I wanted to speculate my thoughts and opinions on the console, and I figured what better way to do that than basically talk about my predictions on the PlayStation 4's future. Now, I know there's a lot of people on YouTube that are going around saying, oh yes, the PlayStation 4, it's this massive behemoth of a console and it's going to totally dominate the video game market and the console market in general. Okay, I will say that I do see that the PlayStation 4 will be a video game console that'll end up being a success. However, I just don't think it's going to take off like the PlayStation 2 did when it first launched. But let's talk about that press conference just for a little bit. Now, the games that they showed off, they were games that looked kind of interesting. However, they didn't look like the kind of games that made me want to go out and buy a new piece of hardware just to play those games alone. Now, I do see potential in the PlayStation 4. I do think it's a console that's very flexible, and I do think it's a console that's really good for making games on, as well as making ports of other games and whatnot. So, yeah, I do think it's going to be a success. However, the PlayStation 4, in my opinion, it's going to end up being a lot like the Wii U. It's going to sell pretty decent at the holiday season, but then by January and February, it's going to slow down a bit. And then when Sony starts releasing, more great games for the system, and maybe perhaps do a price drop, the system's going to take off. The same thing's going to happen with the Wii U. If Nintendo announces more great games for the Wii U and announces a price drop, the Wii U is going to take off. What do you think happened to the 3DS? At this year's E3, Sony is probably going to announce the price of the system as well as the design of the console. Now, if Sony wants to give the Wii U a run for its money, the best they could probably do is price the PlayStation 4 at the exact same price of the Wii U at $350, because if the PS4 ends up being more expensive than the Wii U, consumers are going to go into the market and they're going to say, screw the PS4, I'm going to get a Wii U because the Wii U does everything that the PS4 does and it's cheaper. So that's why Sony needs to give Nintendo some competition. As for the design of the console, some of you may think I'm joking, but I'm honestly being sincere and dead serious. I think Sony needs to put wood grain on the PlayStation 4. I want to see a next-gen console with wood grain. If Sony puts a slab of wood grain on the PS4, my jaw is going to drop so fast, it's going to hit the ground so hard, it's going to cause an earthquake, and I'll be shitting bricks. So what are your thoughts and opinions about this? If you want to, share them in the comments section down below, or if you want to post a video response, or whatever you want to do. But anyway, this is Nintendo Guy saying take care and see you later.